Hey guys, welcome to Thuyah Vlogs. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about the micro enterprises or micro businesses. Still one of the most powerful yet often overlooked forces in our global economy. Of course, micro enterprises. These are the smallest of businesses, typically run by a single entrepreneur or a sole proprietor or a handful of people operating on slim margins, big dreams, and relentless determination. They may not make headlines, but they're the backbone of communities, the unsung heroes of economic resilience, and the living proof that big change often starts from small, tiny small. When we think of successful businesses, our mind often jump to tech giants, multinational corporations, or venture-backed startups. But the truth is, the vast majority of businesses worldwide are micro enterprises. Look at the street vendors, the home-based bakers, the freelance artisans, or even the digital nomads. These days, they're calling digital nomads, the repair shop owners, and countless others who turn their skill set, creativity, and sheer determination into livelihoods. These enterprises may not scale like Silicon Valley unicorns, but they do something even more critical. They sustain families, households, empower individuals, and anchor local economies. You might ask why these micro enterprises matter. Micro enterprises are more than just survival mechanisms. They are engines of opportunity in developing nations. They provide essential income where formal jobs are scarce. Well, in wealthier countries, they offer flexibility, supplemental income, and a path to financial independence and interdependence. Everywhere, you look at everywhere, they foster innovation born out of necessity. While when resources are limited, creativity thrives. A tailor repurposes fabric scraps into accessories. A farmer may turn his surplus crops into preserves. Coder in a small town builds apps for local businesses. These are not just businesses, they are solutions to real, everyday challenges, which are very critical. But their impact goes beyond micro enterprises strengthen social fabric. They keep money circulating within small communities. They preserve traditional crafts and skill sets they create networks of trust building where formal institutions may fail to deliver those services, those networks. When a micro entrepreneur succeeds, they don't just lift themselves, they pull others up with them, like a role model. Whether by hiring neighbors or mentoring newcomers or simply inspiring those around them to believe in their own potential, they just uplift them. Let's look at the challenges they face, the entrepreneurs. Yet, despite their importance, micro enterprises operate under immense obstacles. Yep, many lack access to capital, forced to rely on personal savings or predatory lenders because banks see them as too small to matter. Yep, they lack funding from the banks and or other investors. Angel investors might not take risks because they're too small, like I said. Regulatory barriers or complex licensing or zoning laws or taxation often push them into informality, cutting them off from growth opportunities. They might cut them off. Technology gaps leave them struggling to compete in an increasingly global digital world. And perhaps most unfairly, they are frequently dismissed as just a side hustle rather than legitimate, scalable ventures. That's the sad reality. This is not just an economic issue, it is a small matter of justice. If we believe in equal opportunity, then we must ask why should someone with a brilliant idea, a strong work ethic, and a willingness to take risks be held back simply because they start what, small? The question arises, how can we support them? The good news is that solutions exist and they don't always require massive investment. Sometimes it's about removing barriers rather than adding resources. Governments can simplify restrictions or regulations, processes, offer micro-loan programs like the one microfinance, which is found microfinance, like the Professor Yunus's microfinance, like small collateral-free loans. Like take an example from the Grameen Bank, a small microcredit bank started by Professor Muhammad Yunus. Consumers can make international choices, buying locals, paying fair prices, and valuing craftsmanship over convenience. And for aspiring entrepreneurs, the message is this: starting small is not a limitation, it's a strategy. Some of the world's most successful companies began as microenterprises, like the McDonald's, see, look, McDonald's, or I don't know, KFC, anything. You take any business, they start from a microenterprise. What matters is not the size of your initial operation, but the strength of your vision and your willingness to adapt, persist, and of course, grow. A call to action. So today I invite you to look at micro enterprise differently. See them not as struggling ventures, but as a vital, dynamic contributors to our economies and societies. Support them, but not out of pity, but out of respect for what they represent. Human ingenuity, resilience, and the universal desire to build something meaningful, something valuable. And if you've ever considered starting your own small business, let this be your sign to begin. Your idea, no matter how modest it seems now, could be the seed of something extraordinary. Because when we empower micro enterprises, we don't just create businesses, we create possibilities. We open the door of opportunities. We don't just boost economies, we transform lives. And in a world that often feels divided and uncertain, that is a future worth building together. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this video, you like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon for the notification. Thank you so much again.